seem that way.
I think what happened is the times caught up with them, and the things they were doing caught up with them, but they were quite the characters in their time.
A week after I was in town, I was trying to get settled in. Then I was going to call her up until I'm back in town, because I've been out of the loop for 10 years. Didn't know who to call and didn't know how to get a hold of her. And then I read in the newspaper, and it just threw me back.
Pete called me on a Monday morning and said, "You won't believe this, but Domino died last night. They found her. She had a heart attack, and she was in the bath and she had a heart attack and she died." I actually spoke to Domino the day she passed away. I talked to her for about an hour that day. I think I spoke to her in the early evening, and she passed in the late evening. I was actually going to go visit her the next morning on my way into work. And, we were chatting, and we were talking about a variety of things, mostly like this song that she wrote, and she was asking me about when she could see the movie.
When we did the last shot of the movie, I came back to the hotel with her in her car, and with Ziggy, with her dog. And then Ziggy was sitting on my lap, and Domino told me, "Edgar, I want you to listen to something that I composed." And then it was a theme for the movie. I loved it, and I said, "This is cool, you gotta really get it in the movie." And then we spent, I don't know, we were drinking coffee at the lobby like until 6 a.m. in the morning. We're just having coffee, like nothing extreme, nothing. We were drinking coffee.
The people who were at her memorial service said, for the first time she had a focus on her life. She was doing yoga. She wanted to get healthy and look good for when the movie came out and the press she was going to do. And her motto, which is one of the key lines in the movie, is "Heads you live, tails you die." And that was, and that came right out of one of the original transcriptions. One of the original meetings I had with her. And she always talked about Janis Joplin a lot, and so she had a strange perspective on life and her life.
For me, she was like a way more normal, if there's something normal going on in the world, and like a very nice girl.
If I would have called her the day I came into town, things might have been different. I don't know. That's what hurt.
The sad thing for me is that she's not going to get a chance to see, this film that's inspired by her and that we worked very hard on over the last decade.
And that's where she'd been here to hopefully reap the benefits and the glory that the movie will bring to her.
She was so young, but yet she lived such a full life. And she had done so much in the first 35 years of her life that I was sort of looking forward to see what she was going to do in the next 35. Most people talk about doing things and wish that they could do all these various things in life and experience life. But with her, if she had an idea of something she wanted to do, she would just go off and do it without really thinking about the ramifications of what would happen afterwards. If she wanted to try something, she would just go out and try it, which I think is a pretty noble thing. I think most of us wish we had the courage to do that sort of stuff.
I always love people who I feel reach to places that most normal human beings don't want to go, or reach into dark territory of their soul. And she did. I always love extreme characters. She's an extreme character.
Yeah, whatever. That's mine, man.
Nobody could probably really put what Domino's life is into a movie. I mean, it's a short amount of time, and it's years and years that she's lived that life. The people she's lived it with are not actors. They're extreme people who treat you in an extreme way, and you've got to deal with that. She's not pretending. She's living it. She did live it.
If there's a break into your room and videotapes are missing,
you're gonna come and steal the tapes?
I'll just replace them with other tapes.